that for you guys?
We grew up living this. And
but just because you grew up living something,
I'll be real
you
with you.
always say that way.
I'll be real with you. Back in the day, when we first started, I was a little player. little player. But I never really got down. I just would fool around.
All right, guys, get ready to meet the dynamic duo, Little Mike and Funny Bone. I'm Zeffelin, and this is Empress, and we want to welcome you. So with that incredible talent that I have sitting beside me, they have a massive social media following. The two have taken the world by storm. Little Mike brings the heat and his catchy rap lyrics, while Funny Bone keeps us laughing with his hilarious comedy skits. Together, they're a powerhouse of entertainment that you don't want to miss. Get ready for an interview filled with music, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. Welcome to Wingz Alwayz, making 100 CEOs. So, we are really, really, really excited to have you guys. And we've been anticipating this. You know, we've had a lot of shows up into this one, and this is one of our ones that we've been really, really anticipating. So we're happy that you have us. Thank you.
Thank you for having us on.
Absolutely.
It's a blessing.
So we're going to start with, just the normal stuff, and then we just going to get dive digging, and we're going to, we're just going to have a conversation today. One of the things that, I want to bring to us is just the authenticity and naturalness of what we do. We are here to introduce you to the next big things, and the next big thing that Oklahoma has to offer. And they're sitting right beside us right now. So, Lil Mike and Funny Bone.
Yes, sir.
You guys have gained a massive popularity with a unique blend of rap, comedy. Can you tell us what inspires you behind your music and your sketches?
I would say just the fact that for us, it was almost like a competition against what the world was putting out. Because there's so much negative music and people influencing people to do terrible things or have bad habits. And we wanted to be the ones in the gap for that. And so we'd make music about celibacy, not smoking, not drinking, but at the same time being able to party and have fun without all that stuff.
And let me tell you just how real this is. We're coming to you a little later than we normally would have actually taped tonight, because one of our sets is at Burn Cigar Lounge, which you guys will know about here in town. We talk about them a lot. But Burn Cigar Lounge is just that, a cigar lounge. And we were there, and the smoke was just a little high. We were like, you know what, let's change the scene. But these guys are incredible. So, we were able to change the scene, and we were able to still bring it right to you tonight. So what he's saying, I have to build on that. It's so true.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, because I was trying to move this. That was my phone.
Oh, your phone was going on?
She was trying to pause.
I'm trying to pause.
We going on. You go right ahead.
And then I'm like, hold on.
Hey, we tell everybody this is real.
Look, I'm trying to.
And we all know a woman got to go in her purse.
Look, I'm trying to silence my phone.
I thought the way she was digging into that bag, I thought you said something wrong.
Right. Yeah. It's not that. I was trying to make sure my phone is on silent, and I'm trying to find it.
All right.
You got to get snapped on camera.
Oh, your second phone. Oh, okay.
I was talking about my other one.
So while she's doing that, because she's going to come in, as Native Americans in Oklahoma, how's your cultural background influence your artistry?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We grew up strictly in the urban area, Oklahoma City, bouncing around south, north, east, west, and we were never around our culture until our teenage years.
Okay.
And the straw that broke the back for that was my high school senior year. I did every talent show, and I wanted to go out my senior year with a bang.
Right.
But they didn't have a talent show my senior year.
Wow.
So the only thing for me to perform was a cultural day event. And they said in order for me to perform in that, I had to write a song that was educational and ethnic. So I got to digging into my culture, into the books and online, and researching our culture. And then once I got into it, I fell in love. And, you know, he came along, and we got a saying that says, once you go native, you never hate it. So we fell in love with the culture, and it just grew ever since then. We started getting into the different ceremonies and connecting with the family that we lost touch with.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's where it all started, pretty much.
So, how was growing up in Oklahoma City?
Ooh,
let's talk about that. You know, being different. You know, being who you are. You know, how did Oklahoma City embrace you?
It was always love. I felt love from the beginning. We was always partying. As independent recording artists, that was our hustle. Mm-hmm. You know, out in the streets, selling CDs, doing whatever we could. We had to brand ourselves. Right. That's why we came up with the Mike and the Bone logo.
Okay.
And we kind of based ourselves off of rock bands.
Okay.
You know how rock bands, they got the logo.
Right.
Or they dress alike, or they paint their faces or whatever. They stand out.
Right.
So this is why we market ourselves the way we do, to stand out as a band.
That's awesome.
So to speak. So
nice.
Yeah. And that's what made us stand out from the rest. And then we started selling merch. Other rappers wasn't doing that. You know, not independent rappers. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, they was just focused on those CDs with the writing on it.
With the writing on it,
we had posters, we got T-shirts, we got bandanas and everything.
And I tell a lot of people, you know, because a lot of people are coming on this journey with us, because it's not just a podcast. We're opening up a restaurant, a social event. So Wingz Alwayz Ultimate Social Venue, which will have 4 restaurants. It'll have a stage for performance. We have a place for R&B, country, comedy. We have an outside pavilion for, you know, concerts at night over the stars. So we wanted to bring Oklahoma up a level, but we wanted to bring it up with our talent that we have. So each city that we go into, and that's why we bring it up, making 100 CEOs, each city that we go into, we'll do the exact same thing. And we want to feature that city, and we want to bring that city up with that culture. So when you go to Wingz Alwayz Oklahoma City, you have a flavor. When you go to Wingz Alwayz Houston, you have a flavor. When you go to Wingz Alwayz LA, you have a flavor. But we're all connected, and we all mix and mingle. So one of the things that we want to do is bring, you know, homegrown artists, as one of our artists, Gouda Man, said, you know, to the mainstream. You know, we're not so interested in getting, you know, the big times and the commercial artists, because the real music, and if everyone knows, the real music is right here.
Oh, yeah.
The real music is in homegrown. And, you know, most of the commercial artists have stolen a lot of material from homegrown. So you're going to get to see the homegrown first. You're going to get to see them here, and you get to follow our journey along the way.
I think that's amazing that y'all are opening up to more than just R&B or hip hop in the lounge like that. Because I feel like you hear about places like that, and they're just like, oh, we only do country music or rock bands or jazz bands or you know, and it's just like, if you had way more options, you'll have more people becoming a fan of your area or your restaurants.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you want something for everyone, because, you know, as we grow as a culture, you know, we include different people who like different things. So if I go with a group of friends, one of my friends may love country. One of my friends may want a comedian. Right. You know, one of my friends may want to just go out and chill out on the pavilion. So if you can come to one place and everyone has their flavor and everyone can taste different flavors, meaning that if I'm not into country music, but I wander off into the country bar and I'm like, whoa, I like the way they dance, or I like the way they sing, or, now I've found a new love. And so I didn't have to go everywhere to find that new love.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want to bring. We want to bring that flavor that brings everybody together.
And that's why we do the music that we do. Is clean, positive music. It's not your typical hip hop. Mm-hmm. It makes it family friendly, and it opens the door for us to do all kinds of events, schools, youth centers, as well as nightclubs and other stuff like that. Even old folks' homes.
Right.
Sometimes would be booking us.
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember.
So how difficult? So how difficult is it for you guys to continue and to stick with the message that you guys try to put out there when everybody else is like, you got to do all of this rump shaking and all this extra stuff? How hard is it for you guys to keep it clean and to keep your message alive?
So for us, it's not hard at all because, we actually live it. Mm-hmm. Like, I could understand somebody who's like, I make positive music, but I don't really live a positive lifestyle. Yeah. I could understand how that would be hard for them. But when you actually live it, it's easy because you're like, it's like somebody saying, hey, I rap the real stuff because I gotta say what I say because this is how I live. It's the same thing for us. We rap how we live, and it's just like, so it's not hard at all. It just come naturally.
Yeah, even though some artists rap about stuff that they know nothing about.
We'll have booty shaking songs, but it's not about, getting into the sex stuff. It's just about, shaking your booty and having fun. Right. It's not about getting explicit, so, and we don't cuss through the music. So, you can still party hard and without all the junk.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Go ahead.
Okay, so with your authentic music in your content, I just asked that. I just asked her how I'm looking. Okay.
We tend to answer widely.
Right. Okay, so in your sketches and comedy, dang, you just...
I know.
You kind of... Okay, how do you keep your audience attention besides just the different content? You had me going like all the way down the list because you didn't already answer the question.
How do we keep the audience attention? I think, like you said, we're so versatile. Like he was saying with the comedy, country. Our music is so versatile. It's not just one style. So like when we go into a venue that we've never done before, and then we're just like, oh, snap. Like there was this one time when we pulled up to a biker bar. Mm-hmm. And I go, are you sure this is where we supposed to be at? Mm-hmm. Because we might die in here. and so like, he's like, yeah, this is where we perform. And I'm like, oh, man. And so we get in there and I'm like, all right, we got to change this. We're going to rap this and this and this. And we're going to add the rock mix over here. So hopefully that'll save us in the end.
Okay. So you guys just kind of like on the fly whenever you get there. It's
we adapt to the situation. Like if it's more churchy people there, we need to rap this song and then throw this song in there just to save us if they can't handle all these other songs.
Okay. So you stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
Yeah, exactly. We got a song called Stay Ready. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's basically just adapting to the situation. We've been on it for over 25 years. Yeah, and then not only just hip hop like rapping, but like we used to run some like teen clubs and stuff. So I kind of like scan the area and be like, oh, they like this kind of music. I'm do this. He'll DJ. Yeah. Also, the comedy, we do a little comedy. Right. We keep it short. Hey.
Yeah, because I remember you guys, like I said, from way back when, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they really funny. And
we just did Vegas last week.
You're different,
Vegas
you know?
Last week. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm telling you, I've been trying to land them for a long time. One of the guys that I work with, he really kind of put me onto you guys. And you were on his bus. and at the airport.
Yeah.
And so he was like, man, I got pictures with him. I was like, who are you talking about? And so then he was like, you should interview them. They're awesome. And I did. He sent me the link to you guys, and it was instant. I was like, yes, that's Wingz Alwayz. That's that versatile group that we want. And so just trying to get you guys scheduled, because you're busy. You guys are everywhere. You're busy.
Yeah.
You might have to change the box. Yeah, one of those boxes. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, it's right here.
It's right here in the middle.
Cushion back here.
You got it.
Hit that button again and see if it come back on.
Sorry, guys. Don't listen to her. don't even listen to her. All right.
So that one done.
Oh, okay. I have another battery pack in the closet if y'all want me to get it.
Where's that red?
Yeah, that one will work. That one's still alive.
So just plug it up?
Yep. Just take those two. Yep, take those two and then plug it right there. You go.
Wow. This would be interesting.
No, this would be great, Ned.
Some of real life.
Commercial break. Real life. It's real life.
Where's the water?
There we go.
Oh, we got plenty of it over here.
Y'all telling me to walk through, and I'm like, oh, hold on, wait, I'm trying to wait into
there's a remote right there.
On the stand right there?
On the stand right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can just push. Each one has its own color.
I think it's blue.
Yep. And then the other one is blue. All right.
Gotcha.
We're back.
Could you do a picture of us
Yes.
so we can post this
That's right.
on social?
All right, take two.
Okay, well then I might need to jack it off for that one.
You're ready. Hold on. This your usher moment. This your usher moment.
So, your social media following is impressive. Okay, it's impressive.
Thank you.
What strategies do you use to engage with your audience to build, such a dedicated fan base?
Connection and interaction is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I would say interaction because going live and actually talking to the fans and
replying in the comments.
Because so many people was like, you can buy all these followers. And I'm like, it's not real to me. It's not real to me.
Absolutely.
And so I'm like, and plus, like I said before, we cheap. So we ain't trying to spend money on that. I ain't trying to buy nothing. I don't buy ads. I don't buy followers. I don't buy likes. I just be like, I put it out there and whoever see it. If you're a true fan, you're going to follow us and actually go to the page if it ain't showing up on your timeline.
Right.
And that's how I feel like people should be. Like, oh, what are they up to? Where's their next concert? I know we're getting lazier and lazier in the social media area to the point where you have to buy ads, but I refuse to buy ads.
So team-wise, because I have a small team, and we're like a family. I mean, we'll have our family feuds, one of us won't stand the other at times, it's just, but we're a team.
Yeah.
And we make it happen. So as far as you all, do you have a team behind you, or are we looking at the team?
Pretty much the team.
Pretty much the team besides our booking manager.
Uh-huh.
This is the social media team.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we basically take turns or split up the social medias, and that's how we get through all the answering.
We
messages.
have a few fans that try to help us on social media by spreading the music and sharing our information. Mm-hmm. So that's a blessing.
That's awesome. Shout out those fans.
Yeah, much love. Everybody
let me tell you,
sharing
that's important, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Social media plays a significant role in your career. What are some of the challenges you face in managing your online presence besides not wanting to do them ads?
Right.
Not wanting to buy them followers. And how else do you overcome them? Like, do you ever have people doing fake pages?
Oh my God.
That is a big one we just...
that's new to us is the fake pages.
Yeah.
So like we recently, somebody's like, I just bought a membership package, and I'm like, a membership package? We don't sell that on our website.
Yeah, you ain't got to be a member to be a fan of ours. Like, that don't make no sense.
We found out that somebody made a fake page on us and was selling membership packages, to where that we would be
money.
able to call them or whatever, or FaceTime them or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, we don't sell those.
It's so much, when you say that, it's just so much spam, and people are out there to take advantage of the moment in somebody else's moment, as opposed to creating something for themselves.
Right.
If you put in the effort, the time that you're taking from somebody else's situation and put it into yourselves, you'll be dynamic. You'll be awesome.
So and that's one thing we said is like, if you have any doubts of if the page is real or not, go to our website, click on the link, because we have links to everything on there. Mm-hmm. So many links that our manager was like, there's too many links, take them down. No,
this is a one-stop shop.
Right.
So the website, MikeBoneMedia.com.
And we don't have backups, not like, how some people
backup page.
Backup pages or whatever.
What's the page again?
MikeBoneMedia.com for all the links.
MikeBoneMedia.com.
So, and we just tell them like go on there, or tell the person go live and say their name.
Mm-hmm. If you think it's a fake page, say go live with me.
Right.
Go live.
And if they don't do it, then
they don't do it, they ain't real.
That's true. I did one of my friends had their page hacked, and the person was engaging with me, and they were really good because sometimes they give themselves away really quick because the language is, they're from another country.
Yeah.
But this person was really good and was engaging. They had to have been using AI, and they were so good that I was like, hey, call me. Why are we talking?
Right.
You're my friend. Call me. Oh, I'm sick today. I can't. That's when you know it. So with AI getting involved in a lot of things that we do today, how much do you all use AI in progressing what you're doing or helping you out in your success? Or are you even using AI to help you along your journey?
So
Right now,
AI to a very minimum. So we like to do things old school, and so like
graphics, everything.
So like we basically like drew a new logo for our next album, and I wanted it to be almost like those rock bands where it's like you can't really read it, but you can read it.
Right.
And so, you can show them if you want to. But I just drew it on a piece of paper, and I was just like, it was real scrabble, and I was like, find somebody that can make that into a cleaner version of that. And dude was like, I normally don't draw like that, but I'll hook y'all up.
That's awesome.
And so,
Check.
Oh, it's squeaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When they touch.
All right.
but it's.
You gotta know it. I'm sorry.
So do I need to?
No. You
All right, we good.
Please stay. You're already on the edge.
Hey, we're excited. That's that energy. You can't stay still.
Okay, is that better? I'm not trying to sit on his lap.
You're perfect.
Oh no, it's the chairs squeaking against each other.
Yeah.
So what about collaborations? So we're not using AI. What about collaborations? Are you using collaborations
That's our thing.
as a big part of your success?
Yes, that is actually one of our things we love to do is throw a bunch of collaborations on the album, and we load up our albums with hours of music because we'll load up as much songs as the CD can hold.
Right.
And I would say 60 to 70% is collaboration.
Right.
And that's different artists on each track.
That's awesome.
And that part of that is because we're so versatile. Different songs need a different sound from a different type of artist.
Right.
And we like to share our fan bases. Like they get some of our fans, we get some of theirs.
That's right.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
That is a win-win. That's awesome.
Our Doing Big Things album has only 2 songs. Well, there's how many songs is on it?
22.
22 songs, and only 2 of them are by ourselves. And every other song is a featured artist.
That's awesome.
So.
Does one stand out in your mind that, was either an outstanding feature or...
Wifey. What was you thinking?
I was thinking Stinjati. But you said Wifey, that's actually a good one.
The lady's favorite, though.
Okay.
It's a song about us saving ourselves for marriage.
Okay. Okay.
And say, waiting on my wifey. Got the homegirl.
I know, the homeboy.
The homeboy singing on it.
Charles.
Charis.
And
Awesome. Shout out to Charis.
the one I'm thinking is one ride by
Stinjati
from he was
Bear's Daddy on Rest Dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how hard is it for you guys to, as you say, waiting on your wifey? How hard is that for you guys?
We grew up living this. And
But just because you grow up living something,
I'll be
don't
real
mean you
with you.
always say that
I'll
way.
be real with you. Back in the day, when we first started, I was a little player. little player. But I never really got down. I just would fool around. So I'm still waiting on my wife.
Hold on, so you said.
So I would do other things
hold on,
with the
wait.
girls. But I never, we never.
Right.
So there was that, but I grew out of that and I grew into my walk with God. And so
That's
I'm
awesome.
like, single and waiting is better than taking and faking.
I like that.
That is true.
I
That is
like
true
that.
because of the soul.
I got a bunch of
ties
quotes.
and-
I got a bunch of quotes
I
like that.
We need that.
Yeah.
We need that in a box.
Single and waiting is better than faking and taking and faking.
Taking and
Got it.
faking.
Yeah, gotta put that on the shirt, and you go like this with the logo.
So more merchandise.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, so for me, I'd rather connect with somebody mentally versus physically. Just in my experience, I've dated more people than he has. My longest relationship was 4 years. We never even kissed,
Oh wow.
and we actually slept in the same room together several times, but never done anything. Matter of fact, she punched me because we were talking and I was falling asleep. And she was like, "You ain't gonna have me over here and just fall asleep."
Wow.
And I was like, "My bad." Your voice was soothing, no?
He's
So
slick
that's
with the
pretty.
words.
So that's pretty awesome.
That's a lot of self-control.
That is a lot of self-control.
It's better when you got
in
what do you call that? Accountability partner.
Yeah, and plus, I don't want kids. I was traumatized by school, seeing all my friends have their kids, and then one of my friends was like, "Yo, once you start, you can't stop." And I'm like, "Well, I don't want that addiction."
Hell no.
Right.
And so I was like, yeah. So I was like, nah.
That's a big thing for us is we both don't want kids.
So how many do you come from? A big family? How many brothers and sisters?
2 brothers,
grow up with?
1 sister,
Okay.
and we had to raise our little brother. So that's another reason we don't want kids because we already had to raise one.
Right. You had to take on that role, that responsibility.
We had to take him to the house parties we was going. But he was like 2 or 3 years old.
If they start fighting, go hide behind the cars.
Oh my goodness. He ducking shots with us. And, we over on the east side of Bobo's just ducking shots, getting chicken.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that sounds so good.
People
Bobo's.
ducking, looking at me.
Hey, we're gonna shout out Bobo's. He already talking about Bobo's. When I first came to Oklahoma City and I had went out one night. And someone was like, "We finna go get some chicken," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm chicken man. I'm Wingz Alwayz." And so they take us to Bobo's, like it's just this. What is it? It's like a truck. It's like a truck. There's a food truck, and it's like off to the side, off in the cut, and look like you might get shot over there, but it's a line of people waiting on some good chicken.
Always, and they always have the honey and stuff on it.
Right, they do
I
something
ain't
different.
always been vegan, so I done had some of that
So you've had some Bobo's.
back in the day.
Shout out to the vegan.
Yes. Are you all vegan?
Have you had
We're
no
flexitarian.
Yes,
Oh my God,
there we go.
That is the spot.
It is.
He's flexitarian.
You gotta try it.
So tell me flexitarian. What's
No,
flexitarian?
it's
You
called-
go back and forth.
We do meat, but we control our meat consumption.
Okay.
But we pretty much like to eat healthier than what we've been eating. So
Awesome.
No meat is
Okay.
better,
no meat is better, but at the same time,
if you're gonna in moderation.
yes. So flexitarian for us.
I'll tear up some ribs though if they're good.
Yeah, so
But I have, which I'm gonna have her on the show also. She's one of our vegan chefs, and will probably be the chef in the restaurant. If we can convince her, we're still working on that. She got to build her confidence.
Y'all gonna have some vegan wings.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Oh my God!
But she makes. I used to go. She would do pop-up shops. And every time she would do a pop-up shop, I was there.
Okay.
And she would make the best vegan ribs. And I was like, wow, how do these taste like barbecue ribs? Like, what is this?
It's the seasoning, baby.
I don't know. It was the texture, everything.
Yeah.
And so, man, she's
we got
amazing.
off track.
I know we started talking about food. That's okay. And that's why when you come to Oklahoma City, you're gonna be surprised. The culture here, you're gonna be surprised.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I always say on every episode is that we all get along. You know, and we were talking about Bobo's getting shot, but nobody really got shot at Bobo's. But just look like you might get shot.
You might get shot. I mean,
it's happened a time.
It calmed down. It's calmed down a lot.
Right.
Back in the day.
But back in the day, though, woo!
when Bobo was here.
Let's say that chicken was worth your life.
I mean, those lines, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We feel like he took that secret ingredient to the grave with him, though.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
I wouldn't say it's the same, but
I didn't have it before, but I've heard people say that.
We haven't been since then, but from what I'm hearing, it's still good.
But it's just not like...
I feel like there's something missing.
There's something missing.
You know what? Maybe his soul...
Passed away?
Yeah, maybe like his
and
soul.
the pop-up
his
shop,
spirit
just because
in
I
it.
want to give credit to it, is owned by Ebony Eyes, and we'll link her actual Instagram on there too. And y'all hit her up and tell her keep doing those pop-up shops. It's amazing, and try it out.
Yep. But it's still good though.
So, as a role model to several artists that are up and coming, don't even let me finish, huh? How do you handle the responsibility of being in the spotlight and being like the example for, the future to come, generations to come in the music industry?
Oh man.
I think we were built for it. All these years of experience have trained us well. Us having each other, like I said, as accountability partners, just strengthen that whole thing to be that kind of inspiration to people. And the fact that we do positive, faith-based music, is even better because we're putting out all good.
That's true.
Good energy and good words, because words have power.
I always tell my son.
And so one thing, another quote of mine is, be careful what you feed your mind. How do I say it? Gosh. How do I say that?
I don't know.
You are what you eat, so be careful what you feed your mind. That's it.
Okay. That's
You are what you eat, so be careful what you feed your mind.
That's true.
That's why we tell people to try to, if they're trying to get their life on track or things to line up better, one thing that a lot of people don't look at what they're doing is the music they listen to. Like, is it depressing? Is it full of drugs, alcohol, promotion, drama? Switch up your playlist and see how your life go.
That's true. That's true.
Because a lot of people will dwell in their situations and wonder why they're stuck in that situation. It's because they're dwelling in it. And instead of, like, okay, this is what I need to handle, so I'm gonna set up things so I can actually get this handled and get it out my life. Versus, I guess I'm here.
Right. Yeah.
So your fans and your music is actually kind of like y'all kids, since y'all don't want kids.
Basically.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
That's a good way of looking at it.
And
like I said earlier,
Because you
we
still
live it.
inspire, you still help grow, you still nurture, and your music to help your fans and inspire them.
Yeah, and even with the artists, like artists will ask us questions, how do y'all do this or where'd y'all get this? And I know sometimes people from like different groups or bands or whatever, they'll be like, I don't want to give away my secret or whatever, but we're like, hey, if you can do it and go that way, hopefully you can do it better than us, because this is where we get our stuff, or this is what you need to do.
And I'm going to have to tell you that you all are doing something right, because you all have just this this higher fall. Like I'm telling you guys, wherever we go with them, we went to do two different places tonight, and everyone's like, they're ready to get autographs, take pictures.
I'm looking out the flyers.
Right, and to be recognized like that takes a lot of hard work. There's a lot of behind the things that you do, and there's a lot of showmanship because people aren't going to follow you if you don't give them a show.
Right.
And I tell a lot of artists that, you have to have that showmanship. You got a lot of good artists that do a lot of good things. Mm-hmm. But if you really want to go to that next level, it has to be a show. We all watched Usher's show. And, those were...
I didn't watch Usher.
You didn't watch it? Oh, you got to watch it. But listen,
you don't know.
let me tell you what they've done. So Snoop's Super Bowl show just put Long Beach in California back on the map, and just the city and how he feels about it. And they were able to just, put it all out there and give you a glimpse of what they have. Usher did the same thing with Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And he just gave you a glimpse of what Atlanta has been doing over the last 25, 30 years.
In 12 minutes.
And you know what's next?
Woo.
You know what's next?
Magic.
And I'm the first one to say it. Oklahoma City.
Woo.
We're young, but we have that talent. Mm-hmm. And that talent is just beaming out of the city. But we haven't had that hit makers yet. We haven't had those ones that just... That take us to the next level and bring the city with you. And so, but we are. And it's coming. And you guys are going to see them here. You guys are going to meet them here. And they are going to explode. Mark my words. I'm the first one to tell you that. But Oklahoma City is the next big city. It's the next big hub.
Your fans are very interactive with you guys and vice versa.
Yeah.
What is the most memorable interaction you've had with your fans, and how does their support motivate you?
I like that.
There's a bunch.
Yes,
I mean, there's been moments where we've prayed for fans to get healing or something they was dealing with at the show, and moments where fans came up and say, I saved their life. Like we helped them not commit suicide. Through our songs or something we said. What would you say? There's some powerful ones.
Powerful ones, yeah.
But
so my favorite is like people that are like, I don't even like rap, but for some reason I like y'all.
And the biker comes up and says, take a picture with my wife.
Hold on, was there one of those terrifying moments?
Yeah.
Like, did you know we're like,
yes, sir.
am I going to get shot, stabbed at this moment?
Right, yeah, nah.
Somebody runs up and picks you up. Because that's different. 40 pounds.
So
you got to be a little bit more.
So there was this one lady, she was 98 years old and she was dancing the whole time. Did not know she was 98 years old.
Wow.
And she was all like, I don't like rap. And we were touring with this group called the Extreme Tour. So it was hip-hop artists, R&B artists, one country artist or whatever it was. Like, I don't know. It was weird. And then it was like 2 death metal bands.
Wow.
And so she was, the whole time she was getting it. We get up there and we do our thing and she's all like, I really loved all of y'all, but I really loved y'all the best. And I'm like, that's cool. And then she was like, tomorrow's my 99th birthday. And we're like, you 99 dancing like this?
Right.
Like that?
She said she got 99 problems and dancing ain't one.
That's
I was
right.
like,
That's right.
yo, you gonna feel that tomorrow.
So tell me, with you all's rise in fame, how do you stay grounded? How do you stay, how does it not go to your head?
I think the years of having to hustle here in Oklahoma for ourselves and not rely on the industry.
Right.
Because we've been offered 3 major label deals. Different times, not all at once.
Right.
And so we turned them down. We like, yeah, no, this is it. We ain't trying to be trapped by
looking at
y'all.
the contract, like, oh no.
And so,
Because they want to change your creativity.
They want to
your,
change the look, change the sound.
Oh, yeah.
And take it.
we're like, look, you can't mad us for what we already do. Why you trying to change what
Why
we
are
do?
you trying to change it?
And so, like, yeah. And then, matter of fact, there was one who was like, if you pay me this much, I will do this much. And we're like, we ain't finna pay to have a job, homie.
Right.
And so you called us. I'm like, yeah, you messing with the wrong hood folk. So like,
We threatened the bank not too long ago
so,
to get a house loan.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we bought this
like,
house.
you want our money or not? Like
we bought the house on
because we got bad credit at
no
the time.
credit.
No credit. That's
No credit. We
bad
just,
credit.
We told the bank, yo, we switching banks if you ain't give us a loan.
That's awesome.
Do you want this money or not?
Or do you want it or
We
not?
was like, we will pay this house off. We'll pay this
I
house
was like,
off 2 years.
Tell you
Come on.
what, you can double the interest in 2 years, and if we don't pay this house off in 2 years, you can have the double the interest.
Right.
They were like, put that on writing.
Well, that's what's up.
Well, see, you know
What's the
the
name of that bank? I'm sorry.
Credit union, yeah.
Credit Union.
Oklahoma.
Credit Union, y'all need to do better, man.
Hey, no, shout out. They hooked us up, right?
Oh, they hooked y'all up?
They hooked us
okay.
up. Yeah, we didn't have to switch banks. They was like, let me talk to my manager, and the manager's like, yeah, we're putting that in writing.
you know, it's a lot of problems with us minorities. Well, we're not even the minority anymore. but-
We're the fourth down minority. I was
Right.
just reading that today.
Right.
Where blacks are the fourth down. Indians
they right
may
along.
even be right there with us.
Yeah.
Mexicans are they're the rising
People
ones.
of melanin.
And actually Asians are the first of the most minorities. So
Wait,
Asians have
what?
overcome and become the most minority in America. So that's
Guess I
learned something new.
That's where it
Wow.
is right now.
Well, you know, with the home loans, it's very hard for us to do that. But a lot of times it's mainly because of people not having two different incomes.
Right.
And they're going off the medium of your income. So if it's only one person that's making $5,000 a month versus two people making $5,000 a month, that disqualify a lot of us from being able to have.
And for us, it's because we don't have an actual job. We have just
Independent.
tour life.
Yeah, you're
And so
independent owners. Yeah.
We had to come up with a spreadsheet that said, this is how much in the future, hopefully, we'll make.
Correct.
Because it was based off of possible gigs and not committed gigs.
Not committed.
And so we were like, yeah, trust me, we got this. We'll pay you.
That's awesome.
So how was that for you guys? Like, how hard was that for you guys to overcome as far as that? Like, how did it make
We got
you
the
feel?
favor of God on us, I feel like. So he kind of helps us. Not kind of. He helps us.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he
Lord.
helps us.
Sorry, Lord. Don't hurt your boy. No. But, he opens the doors and he kind of guides us through it. I think he gives us that favor wherever we go. So if you trust in God, he'll hook you up.
That's awesome.
He'll hook you up right.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's how we stay grounded, like you were saying earlier, to get back to that point.
And it was nothing new that we were doing because we were basically just, doing shows after shows. And then when COVID came through and messed up everything, we got into the acting thing. And that was just another form of
entertainment,
entertainment that we were making money off of. And I was like, yo, they're using our music too. So we're making money off of that, and that.
Because you get the royalties.
And now we're like, famous from the show and then famous for... I don't know if y'all seen Searching for Soul Food. We're on episode 2. Episode 2 on Searching for Soul
On Hulu. Watch it
on Hulu. Searching for Soul
Look for
Food.
it on
Episode
Hulu.
2.
Episode 2.
So,
but just for that all that free publicity from America's Got Talent to Reservation Dogs, Searching for Soul Food, and then Nightline put us on PBS.
That's awesome.
All of that,
Yes.
and then that just boosted our all that free publicity boosted us into an area to where we were able to book shows where we normally wouldn't be able to book shows.
Correct.
And
So you guys do own like everything as far as with your music.
It's all organic. And that's what we tell other artists, like he was saying, is we tell them you don't need the labels because they'll just take advantage of it.
Take advantage. And anybody will, not just the labels, your investors, your bankers, even Shark Tank. Shark Tank is just one of those shows that bring you on and take your idea and take advantage of your idea. I work for a company that, sat us in a room and said, as soon as COVID hit, they raised all the prices. And, because it's not hard to find out what company I work for, but I'm not going to put them on blast yet. But they sat us in a room because they raised all the prices. And when I say raise the prices, they raised the prices like $8,000. Okay. And they sat us in a room because we rolled with it. We were salesmen. We had to sell you that product that wasn't worth $8,000 more in the middle of COVID, but we did that. You know how hard that is for a salesman, especially a professional salesman. So that owner sat us in that room and said, you're not worth the money you're making. So you're still gonna sell those cars for $8,000. Damn. You're still gonna sell that product for $8,000 more, but you're not worth the profit that we were giving you. So we're only gonna give it to you for less. So it happens all across the industry.
Yeah.
Music industry, banking. Do you know that a home loan? I just want to educate everyone on a home loan. You go out and you buy a mortgage or a home loan and you buy a house for $120,000. Do you know in the end of that 30-year, whatever the interest was, I don't even care if it was 2% interest, you pay $360,000.
Yep.
I want you to hear that number. That $120,000 house you bought is $360,000 30 years later. And you have to think about that. Would you rather save up $120,000 and be done with it and it's yours, or would you rather pay $360,000 because that's what you want right now? We have to make better financial decisions. Even with opening up Wingz Alwayz, this has been a journey that has been now 7 years in the making. And everyone's like, go open up in a plaza, go get a food truck. That's not what Wingz Alwayz is. And when I bring you something, I'm going to bring it to you the right way. But not only will I bring it to you the right way, we will own all of it. So there is no one telling us or no one puppeteering or pulling the strings, just like you all's career. There's nobody pulling the strings. And when there's nobody pulling the strings, you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, and you can hit.
You don't have nobody holding you back, like
no limitations.
You need to do this, or this is getting taken away.
That's right, and
no limits.
And for your generational wealth, you have something to pass down. If you ever want to take care of your family, you have something to pass to them.
Yeah.
So we just have to do things a little bit different, and quit working these jobs for those 5-cent raises that we're begging them to give us, and we're working our butts.
You gotta know your worth.
You gotta know your worth.
And for generational wealth, who do you guys look to pass on your legacy to? I'm just saying.
Nice.
I would say our families.
Your family's family.
Like our brother's family and our sister.
Because I ain't doing no kids, no.
No.
We're going to bring him back when he has his first child. He's like, I'm wait so long.
What about the
clinic?
What about the clinic where you go and you give your sperm, you donate your sperm?
Oh, no, I'm straight on that.
You say not even that?
We don't need no surprises.
I'm getting
What about
neutered.
passing down the genetic genes, man? All the skills and the talent, the dance, the sound. What about all that?
No, I'm good. No.
Okay, so since we're talking about that and you guys are looking for your mates, what if you run into women that have kids and you don't want kids?
We're more accepting of that.
Okay.
Because that's hard to find in this generation.
Yeah,
A
no.
woman
No, you're right.
that fix.
The only thing with that is, because I've dated 3 women that have had kids. So going back to the baby daddy is an issue. And then
We both said I think we all said
okay, and then there's the issue of they've already been activated, so they have needs that I cannot fulfill because I don't want to do that until marriage.
So you guys have never even
I'm straight. No, I'm good.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, 4 years. 4 years.
Never.
4 years and never even kissed the girl that I was in love with.
Oh my.
Wow.
That is self-control.
That is control.
It is
Her birthday's tomorrow. She was texting me earlier and she was all like, look at me in my 30s or whatever, my I don't know how
Don't
old
give
she
out
is.
her age.
But anyway, I was like, girl, get it, you good. So I'm friends with all my exes. I have 31 exes.
That's the cool thing. Not on bad terms.
Right.
That's always good.
31 exes.
That's
I'm pretty
Baskin and Robbins over here.
pretty old.
well, you know how men look to qualify and women look to disqualify.
Now, I'm not saying that all of them want to talk to me.
Yeah.
There's some that, like, you know, I broke up with them for reasons probably other guys would be like, that's nothing. But, like, to me, I'm like, I don't want to settle.
Right.
It's the principle.
Yeah, because, like,
We got standards, man.
either they want more kids or,
And you're like, I don't want it.
or, you know, or, okay, there was, no, never mind, 4. So there was a girl I dated very shortly, and I would go over to her house and babysit. Pretty much. But, like, you know, we'd hang out and then, like, I'd play with her kids or whatever, and she'd get, like, jealous. Like, did you come to see me or my kids? And I'm like, girl, I'm an entertainer. I just entertain the first thing that's in front of me.
You mad because I got a connection with your kids? Do you not have a connection with your kids?
Probably not.
I'm sorry.
But that is a problem a lot of that times, especially now, because a lot of the parents let the TVs and the tablets raise their kids, and they don't even know the first thing about their kids. They don't know what their kids like.
In my head, though, I was like, if I'm playing with her kids, she's gonna be like, find that attractive, and then think I'm marriage material. But no, she was jealous about it.
A whole different way.
I was like,
You guys ever meet anybody at the show? Like any women ever try to shoot they shot?
yes, and
They're either too strong or
Come on, too strong.
The 2 main factors that we put out is
No smoke,
no
no
smoke,
drink.
and no drink, and that just disqualifies them.
That whole coming on too strong thing is a turn off for us guys.
Yeah, or they dress too.
Yeah.
Provocative.
Yeah, and
We
we're
like
not into
we like to
this.
pursue.
Oh,
We like
and
to
that-
be the one to step
yeah.
up and be like, I want to shoot my shot.
and that's another thing with me. So I kind of like the girls that dress like guys.
Really?
So yeah, there's that.
I can handle the girly girls, but we don't want them looking like they're selling.
Gotcha.
Right.
Makes sense.
Most of them
Sorry.
said. Most of them said.
Like yeah, like
No Beyonce's out there.
So for your live shows, they're really energetic.
They're more like the India Ari type, you know, or the Carrie Underwood. She's not really.
Do you have any pre-show rituals that you do?
So, like I said before, we scan the audience. So, like, you know, they look like like, especially like with the shirts they're wearing.
Right.
I'm so glad people wear band shirts to certain shows. I'm like, dang, it's a lot of Metallica shirts out there. They like rock music. We doing some rock.
Get you there.
Or if it's older folks, we should do a little smoother stuff just so they get into it as well. But yeah, it's just different. Like,
And I mean, of course, we pray to the Creator and ask Him to bless it all and bless us and help us to speak the right words. Anybody that needs to hear something, give it to us, God. And that's another thing is when we're on stage, most of the time I'll have my phone connected to the system and I'll be DJing.
Oh, cool.
So I can pause it and add a song or take out a song or whatever. Or we can joke or say something motivational. So
That's awesome.
yeah. And then also, like, different from other artists is we'll stay as long as we can, as physically possible,
sign the autographs
afterwards to sign autographs.
and pictures.
Either until they kick us out and we have to sign it in the parking lot,
Right.
or whatever. But we try to get everybody done.
Unless we got to make a flight or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, we try to stay.
The entertainment industry can be competitive and demanding. How do you prioritize self-care and maintain a healthy work-life balance? Or is it all work and
So that's
no
very
play?
tough. So I want to say it's our work, but at the same time, we've scheduled our bookings out to where it's work and rest, and then come home, rest, and then go back to work.
Okay.
What's different with us is we stand out. I don't know if you noticed. So we can't like just put a hat on with glasses and then go shopping and nobody recognizes.
Yeah,
so we got I got the flyers on deck whenever we go shopping or go out in public. Because we know we're gonna be stopped for pictures and autographs.
Absolutely.
Just standing out how we do.
And that's amazing. That's awesome.
You good?
That's awesome.
My back.
I had to adjust my legs.
You guys ever like come across anybody that's a little bit on the negative side, just about your appearance as just your appearance, you know, and
definitely.
Background.
Like sometimes we test. Like if we know a certain venue isn't accepting of certain things, we like to test the waters.
We've been kicked out of so many local churches.
So like
I'm blocked by Joe Osteen on Twitter.
So like
that guy.
We've actually performed at like a Southern Baptist church once, and I was like, yo, we should dress up like Gothic people with the black nails, the black lips, eyes.
Oh my goodness.
And like all black, spikes on the arms.
You guys trolling.
Well, hold on. We're gonna see if y'all gonna judge us.
Yeah, or
if you're gonna be what you
real.
preach.
Be real, not religious.
That come as you are is y'all put it in
Right.
Exactly. We testing the water, so like we just go up in there like, what's up? And then they're like, whoa. They're like, no, okay,
we can't have that.
Okay, the church that we did go to, they was accepting, and I was like, okay, this is cool. So shout out to Woody, Pastor Woody, and all them. Shout out to accepting us no matter what.
Pastor Woody for being real.
Sorry for testing y'all's water, but the whole congregation was like, nobody felt judgmental. But there have been those churches or those venues that we came to, and they're just like, no, like, and it's crazy because like, especially like a club venue, and they're like, they don't like rap or whatever, and they just like mess with the sound through the whole thing, and we're like, we're ready for that too. So we just kind of like we'll
adjust
with
to it.
As long as they still write their check, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, right.
And another.
No, you go ahead.
And another thing about the judging is being indigenous, and growing up in the city, and not having our culture to be around. When we go perform at like indigenous venues, sometimes we'll actually get judged by the indigenous community.
Oh yeah,
for not knowing our language,
for not
sounding indigenous.
Yes,
they think we have like a black accent, but
I'm like, it's a country accent, ain't it?
Us.
Why do you guys think that is though? Because we experience that too with Africans, real Africans.
Oh yeah.
When they come over and they see us Americans, blacks. And we don't know the language, we don't know any of the food they like, any of that stuff. They look at us like, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Right, yeah.
But how would we know if we've never experienced that culture?
Right.
And there's not just blacks from that one continent. It's like there's Caribbean and Jamaican and
and
it's just like
everywhere.
Who's the judge where you are? There's even blacks in Australia. Like we met an Asian artist, an Asian magician
from Ireland. So that accent
that flipped us out. We was like, keep talking, because that's weird coming out of you. Look like Jackie Chan, but you sound like freaking what's that boxer? What's that boxer? The Irish boxer?
Oh gosh, I
can't remember his name. But anyway, it was just funny. That was crazy.
So as I'm watching you two, and as you guys answer each other's questions, it's pretty awesome. The partnership and the duo, is really your brand. Your brand is how you all really interact and work together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what strengths do you have that you feel like you don't have? What strengths do you have that you feel he brings to the table?
That's a good one. Damn.
I feel like I'm way more patient with stressful situations than he is.
That's why I drive. We gotta get there. Because I'm not patient.
Yeah, there's that. And then
gosh, what are my strengths? I'm trying to think. I'm more like I'm pulling out the quotes and stuff and more hustle ready.
Yeah, he's more business ready.
Like
for me, I'll be like, I'll get it done sometime. And he's all like, no, we getting it done right now.
So you're the procrastinator.
Because I'm the patient.
Yeah. He's like, I'll get to it in 5 years. I'm like, nah, I'm done it already, boy.
I already made the phone call. I set up the people's. I'm like, all right, I was gonna do it tomorrow
or next week.
And what's another strength? I was trying to think. I mean, we both really kind of got that comedic spirit. We have our days where he's more stronger in the funny side, or I'm more stronger on that.
Yeah. And same thing with the writing. Like, there's some days I'm like, I'm just on it. And then he's all like, I'm stuck. And then, like, he'll be on it and I'm stuck.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. So
really good.
they complement each other perfectly.
You guys ever needed security? Like,
our manager, he usually
looked like
rolls with us.
security.
He looked like security.
Okay.
Big black dude, just
Yeah,
and we make him look twice as big. But I took graphic design in middle school, and I went to Metro Tech, and so I designed most of the like the logo.
That's another strength he has.
That's another strength I got.
That is
I
a
do the
strength.
flyers and all that, and the posters.
That's good.
so-
That's good. Looking ahead, what are your hopes and aspirations for the future of your career and your impact on the entertainment world? What mark do you want to leave behind?
Ooh, definitely.
That you can live a positive lifestyle, sober, and still have fun. That you can allow others to judge you without you being affected by those judgments. Because those are just other people's opinions.
Hate does not change your value.
They don't have to they don't have to affect any emotion in your body for somebody else to have an opinion on you.
Don't even feed it.
And if somebody has rumors against you or is just saying certain things about you, let it be. And just prove everybody else wrong with your actions, because that in the end that'll make them look like liars, and you come off as the winner anyway. So.
And what about you?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, yeah. The legacy we want to leave behind. I've always felt like, I don't know if y'all remember Bill and Ted. This is a throwback movie. But when their music like united the world, that has always been one of my views of us.
Wow.
I know that's big.
No, that's I love that whole unite the world thing, because that's our that's our inspiration.
It kind of reminds me of
with what we're doing.
When Michael Jackson wrote
We
that.
Are the World.
Yes.
What would you
my
guys
song.
say to some of these young kids who's trying to get away from the gang life because they joined you not knowing that it was going to be terrible? But like, what would you give to that person that's trying to get away from that type of advice?
Man, it's just, you can't allow friends or so-called brothers to allow you to put you in certain situations that get you in trouble, or at the same time it's always affecting or causing you to almost lose your life. It was difficult for me because at first I saw it as fun and games, and then when people started losing their lives for it, I was one of the ones that wasn't hard-headed, and I was like, yo, I am not dying for this. There ain't no way. And I was lucky to be took off. Lucky and not lucky, because they really did some damage on me, but
They go hard on you. At least they did back in the day.
But I was able to stay in contact with them and let them know, like, this wasn't I wasn't scared. I was just not prepared for the situation that I was involved in. And a lot of people will just hear that they're stuck in certain situations, but you have a choice. You don't have to be stuck in certain situations. And so you just gotta, as long as you have the right approach to somebody who's ahead of the game, then just let them know, like, I can't be doing this no more. Just like they have respect for the OGs, they have kids and families, and they let them, live their lifestyle without, putting in work. It's the same thing for the young ones. Now if you in a situation, if you put yourself in a situation where these G's is like too controlling to the point where, you know, they're never gonna let you out unless they take you off. Like you have to just move to a different area, because it's not staying in that environment will only will be the end of you in that environment. So like I said, I was lucky enough to where they just, you know, they quoted me off, and it was not, I had to tell my mom I fell off a bike going down a hill. And even then she was like, yeah, I don't know about that. But like,
that's real though.
It took, I'm sad that it took a friend, it took an enemy to take one of my friends' lives for me to realize that. Instead of like, yo, because I really thought it was just like, oh, we just get in the streets, we fight some people and that's it. But then when, you know, people who can't fight come with the guns, it just changes the situation for me. And I was like, yeah, I'm not playing this game no more.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's next for you all? What's next from Mike Bone?
I've always I'm always been anxious to do some of the late night talk shows.
Okay.
Something like this kind of setup.
Yeah.
New York City. We have yet to go to New York City.
Okay.
We bounced around all over the country and Canada, back and forth. Tokyo really loves our music. I'd like to hit Tokyo.
Okay.
What are the venues in New York that you're trying to hit?
Shoot, I don't know what is, whatever there is.
New York, talk to them.
Yeah,
That's right.
Hey,
That's right.
if you need a party thrown, call Mike Bone.
All right. What you got? Got anything?
Well, come off the dome. Yeah, just real. Like, come off the dome.
Well, I know, like, for me, because, you know, with their background and stuff like that, and y'all know how I am. Like, everybody else, they be like, you want to drink? And when we have guests, they're normally like, do you want to drink? And I'm like, no. And he's like, I got your drink in the refrigerator.
Right.
And I'm like, yes. And then I just put it in a nice little cup, and they're like, what's that? It's not alcohol.
It's vegetable juice.
It's some vegetable juice and stuff.
All water right there.
Right. I do that, and like, I don't smoke, but I know, like, with the people, always they're like, oh, you just don't do anything. And I'm like, I'm a vibe myself, you know. I can get high off life.
I can party all night and remember it the next day.
Right. And that's how I be feeling, because everybody just like, man, you're a buzzkill, because like, I don't go out, you know, I don't do any of that. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that. And a lot of people, they be looking like, you just don't do nothing. No, but I still have fun. I travel.
They jealous. That's all that is.
Yeah, like, I like to travel. I can go out of the country and I don't have to worry about somebody spiking my drink.
So
I got drunk one time, and that was on accident. We was in Vegas, and I went to the bar to go get a drink, and I told him I don't drink. I wanted water with lemon.
It was a grand opening.
We performed at the grand opening of I don't even remember the name of the place.
It was like a nightclub. It was like Hooters mixed with golf.
okay.
And it was called Putters, I think. I don't know if it's open anymore, but
that bartender got me. Because the first time she made it with just water and lemon, I watched and went back, and I got another one, and she put salt around the rim and whatever, and
big cup.
Oh wow. I got you.
I was like, I sipped it, and I'm like,
ooh, she made it better this time.
I said, give me that. He smelled it. He was like, no, that's good. Okay.
Smell like water.
Oh, man.
So as you all see, we are on set with some wholesome gentlemen. Not only are they funny, not only have they taken their careers and wrapped it up in their own hands and taken it to new heights, they're actual, genuinely good people. And, you know, when you come in contact or when you meet good people, you know, that's a good feeling, and that's something great to be around. And even our co-hosts, same way, you know, just good, wholesome people. Now, for us that do drink and smoke, does that mean that we're bad people?
No. We just don't like it.
No, we just know We just know who to let drive us home.
Oh, don't
Designated driver.
I would love to see somebody drunk or high riding with Funny Bone. This boy is a roller coaster.
He is. We followed him, and yes, we were going through traffic. I thought we were the president motorcade. That's how I felt. Don't get in between us. Don't get in between us. But it was good.
They need to put him in the Fast and Furious.
Right. Don't they have like a couple of more?
Yo, he passes the police like he ain't got no problem.
Right, like they not
I do that sometimes, and it's like somebody
like,
get pulled over right before you, and
make
you
sure
just
that seatbelt on. I'm like, hold on, I ain't got nothing on me. Okay.
So the world is watching Oklahoma City because they have no choice now. We were shining that light on this best kept secret, and when I tell you Oklahoma City is the best kept secret, I'm gonna tell you why. One, the diversity is amazing. When you come to this city, it is diverse. Everybody is beautiful. Everybody looks good. Everybody feels good. People speak and they embrace you. So the culture is beautiful. Two, the traffic, it's 1 hour. You may get caught in traffic for 1 hour, but that is it. Airports, the best airports to fly out of. Everything is right there. You can get on. Yep. Even if you're running late, you can catch a plane.
Yep.
Okay, and the food. The food is exquisite. What is the word? Exquisite. It's good. Okay? The food is good. So we are the best kept secret, and the city is not too small, it's not too big, and it's not too wild. So we are going to shine the light on the next big thing, and that's Oklahoma City. And right here,
we
got
appreciate
Mike
you
Bone.
guys for
Absolutely.
coming.
Now, Mike Bone, you guys have the camera. The world is watching you. You tell them anything you want to tell them.
I got this.
All right.
Tattoo. It says, Alpha Omega. Live for the creative and God's love. So throw it up.
Hey, all right.
You already missed it. Alpha Omega. Also,
I saw it.
MikeBoneMedia.com. Yeah.
Mike Bone.
Support the music. Share the movement.
Everything, throw it out there.
Yeah, MikeBoneMedia.com. That's where you can get everything. Music, merch, links, everything you need. And support it.
Awesome. We want to thank you again. Thank you for making time for us. Thank you for bringing us into, your world. And man, we are so excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be a dope episode.
That was dope.
All right.
That was
right. Thank you guys.
Waving like you just don't care. You look good, let me hear you say, yeah. Now dance, dance, dance the night away. Now don't be shy, wanna see your face, yeah.
Dance, now's your chance. Give it and snap and clap your hands. Now's your chance, do your dance, yeah. Dance, now's your chance. Give it and snap and clap your hands. Now's your chance, do your dance, yeah. Now's your chance, give it and snap and clap your hands. Now's your chance, do your dance, yeah.
Now dance, now dance, the night away.
Drifting through the motions, I'm flowing in the ocean for you. You're the perfect wave that flows for me. Safe inside the storms that strip me out to sea. I'm drifting through the oceans, I'm flowing in the ocean for you. You're the perfect wave that flows for me. Safe inside the storms that strip me out to sea. I'm drifting through the motions, the ocean that's for me. Love me, mold me complete. You're my everything. Emotional baggage holding me hostage. Emotional baggage, you're the one I wanted. Emotional.
Just that emotional baggage that you give me,
Baby.
and boy, I'm tired of the fact that you don't get me.
You're very outspoken about the things that you want from me. emotional potions. I swear I watched you put them on me. I was drowning in your love, backstroking a break that I've been needing. It's finally time to tell you exactly how I'm feeling. Your love bring me baggage, I'm reluctant to express it. Open up my chest, relieve the weight that I've been bearing. I don't wanna leave, have me messing up our marriage. Sticking through the fights, cause you know that's how we manage. Your love got me first, girl. You just gotta want me like I wanted all your baggage. True love I've been giving to you. Just that emotional baggage that you give me, baby. But I'm tired of the fact that you don't hit me. Back and forth love you've been bringing. Told me it's for me, then you told me that you're through. I'm so confused. From my broken heart I've been singing, trying to get you to stop and see just what you're doing. Baby, I'm growing, thriving, keep flying with me. I'm trying to see what you really want from me. If you got time for love, if not, just set me free. I need freedom, I need seasons that's gonna work for my love. Cause I've been down, baby, and I need love. I need love right now. When you're around, I can feel all your baggage weighing on me. I don't feel all the love you said you had for me.